Alright, so today what we're gonna do, we're gonna figure out how to line up the hooks equally, just according to the beats and everything, using the tempo for Pro Tools. So what I'm doing now, normally when you start your session, you're in pretty much something like this. Say you record a hook, and then, like, see, we got right here, we got like a verse. So we get that set. That's normally, how you would record it. What I do first, before any of this, I go to the top left up here where it says 120 at. That's the BPM of the track. So what I do there, I gotta make sure that the beat's lined up with it. So let me see. What we're gonna do, we're gonna just line everything up with it. We're just worried about the hook right now, about the beat. So I soloed everything else out. Normal tempo's at 120, so we do this. Let's see. Double click this up here, the tempo, and then just tap it on beat using the T. '80's about right. So now that that's done, just because I want to make sure everything's correct. Let's see, let me zoom out of this real quick. Alright. I want to line up everything exactly. So now that I moved the beat, I don't want anything in my session to change. So what I do, just to make sure everything's on beat, copy this, select it all, right click, group it, zoom into the beginning. I want to make sure it's on beat, so I'm going to take out, let's see, I'm going to take out everything until it gets to that first hit. I want to make sure that first hit is right on. So, yeah, it's about right there, and you hear it sounds about right. The click track, I want to make sure our grid's on up here using the grid. Whether it's on real grid or absolute, relative grid or absolute grid, either one, as long as you see the grid lines. So now that that's set right there, everything's synced up with it. So whatever you recorded is going to be synced up with it now. So let me bring it back over here to where it was at on the 9th measure. Bring this back. Okay, so the song started right here on the 5th measure. So what I could do, highlight all this, take that out. And let's see, put it back on the 5th measure right there. So that's set from the beginning. Now what I can do, I could turn off the click track that I got up here. So mute that, unsolo this, ungroup this right here. Alright, so now what we're going to do to get the hook placed over here. So we want the hook to come over here. One thing I like to do, I just like to see how much is the 16 bar from the first hook to the second hook. Because yeah, normally everything's in 16s or 12s or something like that. So you go like that. Just highlight a section, and up here it'll tell you where you're at. So I want it to go to where it says 16. There it is right there. I don't know if you can see that, but it's kind of blurry. But alright, so that's a 16. So I selected a random section and just grouped it just to make a space. So now that we have this right here, we have this hook. Let me see, let me ungroup it so you can see what I did with it. Alright, we got this hook right here. This is what the hook was right here. I just ungrouped it. It was grouped like that, so I ungrouped it. But normally, pretty much when you record it, it's like this. So now what we're going to do to move it, since you can see that the beat right here, the hook does not start exactly on the 9th measure. Where's it at? There it is. It doesn't start on the 9th measure. So what you need to do, you need to, select it from back here. This is what I normally do. I just select a bar behind it, select everything, and then select a bar after it. But since it does end right here at the end of it, I can select it at the end of the bar. So that'll be 9 bars, pretty much what I selected. So I get that. Normally what you could do, you could just duplicate it if it's right exactly in 8 bars. But since in this case it's not equally in 8 bar, just you can hit Control D so you don't move anything out of place. You just hit or Command D to duplicate it, and then all you do, since you got that duplicated already, you just scoot that over 1 bar before the verse ends. So almost right there. There it is. And since you have your grid on, you can see exactly where it is. So start right here. This is the bar too early, so if we put it right there, that should be that first bar, and then starting it again. So let's play it. So we got that right there. And let's see. So if you want to find out where the next hook comes in, what you can do again is, remember this this bar that I selected, that's 16 bars? Just duplicate that to see where the next verse would be and start at. So the next verse would start right at the end of the chorus, so I'm just going to place it right there. So it's placed right there. So that's 16 bars out. I can do the same thing again. Copy, Command D, and just scoot this over. Let's see, now that I moved it over, I don't know where I put it, so I just got to zoom in, figure it out. There it is right there. So let's play it, see where it's at. Yeah, it sounds about right. We can do it probably one more time just to see, because it looks like there's still a little bit of beat left. Get that empty 16 bar space that we got. Oh yeah, the song, this part looks like it's only... okay, so it doesn't start right here on this beat. Okay, so that's where it starts. And this part looks like it's only an 8 bar. So yeah. So that's when the hook would come in. So take that, copy the hook over one more time. And that's it. Your hooks are placed. Now you have room for verse 2 and verse 3 on here. Well, like an 8 bar on verse 3, a bridge or something, whatever you want to do. But it's set right there. So pretty much all set right there. Thanks for watching.